How did you get your girlfriend? Picked up 3 chairs at the same time. Big man. Hated each other at work for over a year. Bumped into her on a night out and she looked sexy as hell. We danced, kissed, got a taxi home together. No funny business. I dropped her off and stayed in the taxi. Met up for a date a few days later, and that was over 10 years ago. We've now got 2 kids and get married next year. I have to know, why did you hate each other at the beginning? We worked at the same supermarket. She was a checkout supervisor and I hated having to go on checkouts. Her and her friends knew this because I made it painfully obvious to everybody. They found it hilarious to watch me get angry, so they made me go on when it wasn't even busy. There's many a time my girlfriend was told to duck off before, and after we started dating, she didn't make me go on checkouts as much after we started humping. I was at a country bar/nightclub. I saw this group of girls across the way. I picked out prettiest of them and took my chance. Walked up to her, lifted my hat, gave an ear-to-ear grin, and said, "Ma'am, would you like to dance with me?" She giggled, looked me over, and said no thanks. Ouch. My prode. But then one of her friends down at a Giga Bomb slammed the glass down, burped, and said, "Duck it. Come here, cowboy. I'll dance with ya," and we did. Spent the night getting completely sweat-faced and dancing until my calves were on fire. She came home with me and we had really fun sloppy decks. Next morning she got dressed and said, "Hey, is this a one-night thing, or do you want my number to do it again?" Glad I got her number. We've been together 6.5 years now. We lived in the same neighborhood for years, but never really noticed each other until my dog got her dog pregnant. Best wingman ever. Your dog is a bro. Humor. It all started with a few jokes, and we had a laugh. 6 years later she's my wife. Sense of humor is hands down the cheapest, easiest way to make a really good impression and have people like being around you. It's not what you do or say that people remember. It's how you made them feel. Make people feel good around you, and they'll want to be around you, women included. I'm a girl, but this is how my boyfriend snagged me, and I totally agree with it. My current boyfriend had nice eyes and was charming, so I went on a date with him, but I wasn't expecting much. During the date I found out he was also a funny goofball, and that's why the dates piled up, and I fell for him hard. Nothing sexier than a sense of humor, in my opinion. There's actually been studies done on this. Supposedly there's a correlation between level of funniness and intelligence, which may be why women find funny sexy. There was maybe an evolutionary bias that selected for it, both for making men be goofballs, and for making women attracted to it. We started as friends. I didn't pressure her into anything, and after 26 years she kissed me. Sounds like the quickest way. I was in a nightclub for a friend's 19th birthday. Hadn't really been pursuing girls as I was happy just having pints with the guys. Around 2 AM I see this girl on the dancer floor and my brain just goes ding ding. Now I had recently read in a men's magazine that when you first make eye contact with a girl, you have to be decisive and go over there and introduce yourself without hesitation, because if you hesitate or shy away then you look low confidence or not fully interested, and she will be less receptive to your advance. So with this magazine advice in the back of my mind, I said to myself, do it. I didn't take my eyes off her. I walked straight across the crowded dance floor, maintaining eye contact. So I get up to her, and I hadn't planned this far in advance. I had no line to deliver, so I just kind of said hello. Luckily she said hi, and we ended up making small talk. I didn't know how to seal the deal, but somehow ended up giving her a hug, which then turned into a kiss. Then I realized my phone was dead, and I had no way to take her number. Luckily my friend the birthday boy was on hand and she entered her number into his phone for me. A couple of days passed, then I texted her to ask her out to the cinema the following Wednesday night, and we hit it off from there. We are now together 13.5 years, are married for the last 5.5, and have 2 children and a dog. Thumbs up. I didn't knew her, but we had a friend in common that used her own wedding as a way to play matchmaker between us. She organized a game where each guest was paired with another one, and every duo had to take a silly picture with a small prize for the silliest one. Here is my conversation just after meeting her. Me, so we have to take a silly picture. Do you have an idea? No, we can do whatever you want. Me, what about a picture where I pretend to swangle you? No. That would be mean. Me, okay then. So what about a picture where I pretend to duck you in the swas? Okay. I was in love. Did you win the prize? 3rd place. But yeah, I won the prize. Every single girlfriend I've ever had approached me. I'm 28. Last girlfriend was at 19. Girls just stopped approaching, so I guess I'll die single lol. Every single girlfriend I've ever had approached me. Cries and unattractive. Last girlfriend was also at 19. I was walking around at a football game and my friend was walking with this really cute girl, and he said, "Hey, my name. My friend thinks you're cute, you should date her." And so we did. Sometimes it's so easy. Classmate told me that a girl from the class of her GFS likes me, so I checked her, I wrote her online, then dated her. We are together since 2009. Is it possible to learn this power? Well, there's these 2 rules you need to follow. Rule 1. Be attractive. Rule 2. Don't be unattractive. My babushka introduced me to her. Babushkas are really annoying when it comes to girls. I swear they have an infinite stockpile of girls to introduce you to. Comrade, they do. They really do. AA meeting. Common interests. From the wife, I met her at a friend's picnic. Well, first, I was really impressed that you baked. I made all the desserts for the party. And I liked that you showed interest, but not desperation. You were respectful and polite, and you showed me that you listen and are attentive. When she looked cold, I offered her a sweatshirt. I asked about her dog, and the next time we saw each other, I gave her a pack of his favorite treats. What impressed me most is how fearless and friendly you are with strangers. You talk to anybody and make them feel comfortable and appreciated. What impressed me most is how fearless and friendly you are with strangers. You talk to anybody and make them feel comfortable and appreciated. Guess Reddit is dying alone. Sorry guys. Saw girl on Instagram. Messaged girl on Instagram asking for a date. She said yes. We'd never spoken before then, but I figured duck it. Worst thing that can happen is she says no, and I go and jerk off like I was going to anyway. I wish it was that easy. It can be for some people. Yet another relevant username. I met her a while ago and asked her on a date. She, obviously, said no because she literally just got engaged. Years later I ran into her again and found out her marriage ended. We got to catching up and things just happened. I was a lot more confident, funny, and charming back then though. I had a shit ton of charisma and I did very well with women. I'm a shell of who I once was, unfortunately. I'm anxious and shy. I never know what to say anymore because honestly, I'm scared how people will react. I don't know what happened to me. You should look for some therapists in your area. The charismatic plus charming beautiful you is still in there and can't wait to get out. It never occurred to me that it was possible to fall out of being confident / funny / etc. I always assumed it was something that once someone had it, they could never lose it. My BF skipped gym class to sit with me in the hallway while I studied. All he did was flirt and try to talk to my shy ass. I'm glad he did. He makes me laugh like a maniac. She says it's because I found another girlfriend after she initially rejected me. I guess finding a girlfriend after you've been rejected makes you more attractive. No offense, but why would you date someone that vapid? She's just using you as a social trophy. She dated my best friend in high school. They weren't serious, and she had a huge crush on me. Cut to years later, and my friend tells me I should go on a date with her, even calls her to come hang out with us. We played some darts with mutual friends and I leaned in and said for good luck while kissing her on the lips. 11 years later, and we are still together. Your friend is a bro. Yeah, we live 2 minutes from each other now. He had a daughter on my birthday this year, and I had a son 3 months later on his birthday. That's actually amazing. I'm happy you exist. Thanks. Our wives are super jealous of us. Chuck a dart at a family tree and see where it lands.